Hey everybody, this is Marcus, and I just wanted to touch on something that affects a lot of people, and that is your family not speaking to you. And I can speak from experience because the Jehovah's Witness religion has really just swept through my family. My mother is a Jehovah's Witness. Stepdad is a Jehovah's Witness. Cousins, aunts, uncles. It just seems like somehow my entire family converted to one religion. And I used to speak to my biological father, my real father, a lot. And he unfortunately passed away from cancer. And, I think I have a few cousins that aren't witnesses, but for the most part, everybody is a witness. And you don't necessarily have to do anything that would scripturally cause you to be disfellowship, because I haven't. I haven't done anything with regards to immorality or anything like that. I was never disfellowship. What happened is I was treated in an unscriptural manner at Bethel, and really struggled coming to grips with that after the fact. And no one had any answers, and I guess the answer was just to kind of sweep it under the rug. And I haven't spoken to anybody, not in the same way that I had spoken to them before I went to Bethel, or even while I was at Bethel, and longer than I can remember. I can't remember the last time I really just sat and just spoke to a close relative without trying to avoid the topic of the hall or something like that. And really, I haven't spoken to very many of them at all. And I really understand where people are coming from when they really care. They really love their family, their mother, their father, their brother. They really care about them. But that relative is able, because of indoctrination, to really just turn off any natural affection that they have. And it's one of those things where if you come back to the organization, we may speak to you. Honestly, for me, it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. It will be fake to go back to the hall just so that relatives would speak to you again. Because in my mind, I would always know that this is conditional. This is not even love. This is conditional. They're only speaking to me because I agree with them, or I'm giving in to agree with them with regards to their religious stance. And it just wouldn't even feel the same. It wouldn't feel genuine. And I really feel for people who have that struggle. They want to leave, but they don't want to lose their family, and a lot of times friends and everyone else. And I've been there. I've been there. So you're not alone. If you've lost people that you really cared for, you're not alone. I've never even been disfellowshipped, and it's just automatic shunning that happens sometimes. One of the people that you grew up with in the hall sees you at Walmart or Kroger's, and you're walking towards each other in the store, and they just notice that you have a beard. They just may automatically shun you, not ask about your well-being or even inquire as to what's been going on. They just automatically shun you. And that's something that's happened to me. It's not just something I've heard of or seen. It's something that has happened, where it's not scriptural because you haven't done anything scripturally wrong. Or at least in my case, I hadn't done anything scripturally wrong. They just automatically avoid speaking to you. And it's very awkward to walk past someone in a restaurant and you're like, hey, and they're just walking past you like you're disfellowship, but you're not even disfellowship. They don't even have enough, they don't even care to ask. So when you go through something like that, I totally understand where people are coming from when they lose everything. They have something that traumatic. I've heard the illustration of likening it to your whole family being in an airplane and that airplane crashing and you losing your entire family in one day. And that's something that people in the world, as we would call it, can't even fathom. It is so dramatic that if you speak to someone in the world about something like that, it's something that they really can't even grasp. Because you have ex-Jehovah's Witnesses that don't even have a mother or a father to pick up the phone, or a brother or sister to just pick up the phone and talk to when they have things going on. They need someone to talk to. So I don't want anybody. There should not be one person that is a survivor of this cult that does not have somebody to speak to that understands. And understand that there are lots of websites, forums, Facebook groups, and it's good to have things like that, but it's not really a replacement for just having somebody to talk to when you have things on your chest that you really want to let out. So, I'm going to try to do the best that I can and make sure that there isn't anybody that doesn't have someone. And just send me an email if you want, not a legal adoption, but if you've lost family and you want another brother, then send me an email. I'll put it in a link. My email is bethelite7@yahoo.com. That's BETHELITE, the number 7@yahoo.com. Send me an email. We'll chat, exchange phone numbers, Skype. You'll have another brother to replace whoever it is that's chosen to treat you in an unchristian manner. And we'll like I said, we'll exchange phone numbers. We'll talk. You won't be alone, and that's something I can guarantee. You're not going to be alone. People, there's not going to be. People have, you know, made other families. They've married. They've made friends. They've moved on, and that's great. Some people haven't, though. Some people, their whole family really was in. And so for those people, you know, and anybody in general, but for those people, there shouldn't be anyone, again, that doesn't have someone to speak to, because that's a scary thought to me, for the organization to really do that much damage to someone where they don't have anybody. So again, send me an email if you want another best friend or another brother, and we'll talk. So that's it for right now. This is ex Wallkill Bethelite signing out.